The
good!
tables really help.
It wasn't recording!
Good.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna be having another Medtech Subject 101, and today's subject is Parasitology. This was requested before, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to upload new videos. So here I am trying to make bawi. Today I'll be having two guests with me. My friends, the people you guys probably know already because you always see them studying with me. We've been studying together since before the pandemic, so I'm super happy and thankful that they did this with me. But sadly, my very kind of stupid self forgot to click the record button when we were filming the first three questions. So I'll just tell you their answers myself. Okay, so the first question was what was the hardest subject for us? For Matt said that the hardest subject for him was protozoans because a lot of it looked very similar. Like, they were all technically just circles of different sizes. Sometimes one has more nuclei than the other. Basta it was very hard to identify. That's why what made it hard was that it was confusing. So yeah, for Mitch and I, we both said that the hardest topic for us was everything. Mitch said that what made it hard was that when it was comprehensive, because para is a major subject, which makes it cumulative, meaning you have all the topics from first shifting to third shifting. That's what made it hard for him. So for me, I said all because honestly, it's like, ayun nga, very similar as to what Matt said. And it's also hard to distinguish sometimes. It's because they're very small when you look at them in the microscope. Very different from how you see it in the PowerPoint so that you're presented with. Because they're magnified and they might have used a better microscope. Ganon. This is why it made it hard for me. And so yeah, to recap it all, for Matt, it was protozoans. For Mitch and I, it was everything. But for Mitch, it was in the aspect that it became cumulative by the end. And for me, it was the aspect that nothing was just easy. Yeah. Okay, so for the second question, it is, what was the least difficult? Because there was nothing easy in parasitology, basically. Kasi nga, ulit-ulit, everything looks similar. So for Matt and I, we have the same thoughts, and we said that it was nematodes. Nematodes is the topic for second shifting, and it was like the actual worms na. That's why it was a bit easier to distinguish because, let's say, hookworms look different from what kind of worm? Basta, a different worm. Sorry guys, kasi di ko na masyado naaalala siya, sadly. Ayun nga, parang you can see that the worms are like hooked like this, and may worms na lumalabas yung egg at night. I think that's enterobius? Enterobius? I don't know. Please don't at me if I'm wrong. I don't remember anymore. So, basta, there's a worm that comes out of your butt at night, lays eggs in your butt, and like, that's why your butt becomes itchy and stuff like that. So, fun fact. For Mitch, he didn't specify what was least difficult because, ayun nga, we all agreed on the fact that parasitology is a super fun subject, super fun to learn, especially in the lab. It's just that it was really just difficult in general, and I don't think parang anyone else would say otherwise. Although I know other people learned it faster and easier as compared to others. Pero ayun, yeah. And then the last topic that we talked about when I wasn't recording was about practical exams. So our take on practical exams was basically, you really have to know what the topic is for that practical exam. basically, you should know how to allot your time for the topic that you're studying, because it is like a thing na a certain topic will appear more than others. So, what do you call this? It's like practical exams. You have to look at it really well and then answer the questions as fast as you can, because you're only given so much time. I think a minute at most, if I'm not mistaken. And then, for me, my personal tip is be aware, because I personally experienced the worst thing, which is missing a number. So all my answers became wrong because it was misplaced by the number, but even though it might have been right, it was considered wrong because numbering was wrong. So yeah. What else? We have a lot of memories with practical exam, because honestly it was one of the most scary things, I think, in para for me. Not only because of the bell, but the anxiety and like trying to remember everything, and it was just crazy. Practicals were like a really memorable time for us, because you don't do it as a class, you do it by batches. So some people are waiting outside while the others are taking the exam inside. And then there was this one time that we were already at the point that we were singing church songs.
I'll resign.
Because we really felt so hopeless, or I don't know, I felt hopeless because it was super overwhelming knowledge. And yeah, I think that's it. So for the last 2 questions, this one I was able to record, so let's go watch it.
I'm so sorry, I forgot to click record. Anyway, this is Matt.
It's all good.
This, and then down here is Mitch, guys.
Hello.
Thank
Jackie here.
Okay, so we'll just start from the second to the last question, which is, how did you study for it? I'm so sorry.
Matt, you wanna take the lead?
So yun nga, sige.
Yun.
Sinabi ko kanina, dinadaldal ko siya sa parents ko, sa brother ko, sa pinsan ko, kahit wala silang alam sa sinasabi ko. As in, Ascaris lumbricoides. Ha? Ascaris lumbricoides. Ha? Basta yun. Yeah, sige.
Yes.
Pati pag lumalabas ako, ganun, iniisip ko sa soil, uy, baka may egg dito ng Ascaris lumbricoides, gano'n, may mga hookworm dito, o gano'n, parang stay away.
Oh God.
Application.
No, but it's good that you're actually like remembering it daily, because I feel like, you know, if you don't think about para, it's gonna just seep through our minds and it's forever gone.
Yeah.
But how I studied for it was, I gave up. No. I didn't give. I mean, I was close to giving up. But usually I would utilize tables. Because tables is like, it was kind of easy to see everything at the get-go, and then it kind of matched how the pracs would go. It would ask like mode of entry and then unique features, so it'll just run down rather than just seeing it like as a full text. For me, it just doesn't work. It's just a whole textbook or something.
For me, same as Matt. It's like, before I would go like to the market with my mom. Tapos dun kami sa mga part ng meats. And then I saw a lot of like pork and stuff. Tapos I was like, oh my gosh, what if yung pork may trichinella spiralis? And then, trichinella spiralis, body natin yun. That's wrong! I'm sorry! Trichinella spiralis is not a pork! I forgot the parasite, but there's parasite in pork. And, yeah, pork. Anyway. And beef, yes. So, yun nga, application din siya. And then, kasi before, I'm not the type to wear, I'm super tamad to wear slippers. So, after we learned para,
every time I would walk outside, I was like, slippers, skin penetration, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Skin penetration.
So I was like,
Ang
super
dumi dito, kailangan ko ng slippers.
super application nga siya. Tapos, if it was lecture naman, because I feel like if you learn you learn lab. Because it's very similar, except in lab, you really learn about like the physical characteristics, ganon. Tapos in lecture, it's more like the life cycle. Ayun pa, yung parang life cycle of the parasite, like where did it fertilize, if it's an unfertilized egg, and then choo-choo, whatever. It was like, I felt like it helped if you write it down. Because it's not like something na maalala mo lang if you read it. And then, I have the same thoughts as Matt. Parang he said, it's hard to memorize it because if you don't know how to pronounce it. Honestly, I felt like I was in like Hogwarts or something. Kasi sobrang parang magic spells na yung sinasabi namin. Means we're so nakakabulol. And oh my gosh. Honestly, one of the most memorable things in Para.
What are these words?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Tapos yung ibang names, halos same lang sila.
yeah, parang diba
Iba.
there's two kinds of E. coli. Parang yung entamoeba coli ba yun? Tapos the actual
Yeah, and then
E. coli. Escherichia.
Escherichia.
Yeah.
Escherichia.
Yeah. So,
Escherichia.
yeah. If you like ayun.
Oh, I still remember something.
Oh, baby!
Going back on what you said, like you
Which one?
learn stuff from Lec and Lab. Wait first. Like, what did you guys learn more from? Because I learned more from Lab.
I learned more from lab.
It's like, yeah, because I saw
I
it,
think lab din ako.
and then to me, like personally, I thought that the life cycle and stuff like that were just supplement to what I learned through the lab. So I don't know. To me, it was like this time I was more focused on lab.
Yeah. Same for me. The last question is, what part did you enjoy in Para, or like if you have any experiences you wanna share, kwento, and sama na din yung like tips for people who are watching this.
My experience was like my best experience was finishing it.
Flexing.
Hey, come on, I survived. I get to say that. But it was so fulfilling to after taking the finals, right? It was a final practice, and then we were all cramped in that one room.
I think that's a picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it was crazy. Like everyone was like, "Oh, maybe we didn't do well," but at least for me, I was just so happy, and I could say a lot for a lot of the people that were in that room with us. Like, oh my God, we did it! Like, we made it. So there's a huge sigh of relief that came with that. And then specific experiences was when I think I was doing egg and cyst hunting. I spilled the sample, so I almost infected everyone. I didn't know what to do. I was like, should I put? But that's gonna waste my time. So I ended up doing. I just left it, and I just said, yeah, it kind of spilled in itself. It was right there. I didn't do it, not me.
Liar.
I would have gotten minus. Please don't report me.
Susubo ka na kay Tokyo.
And then tips.
Sabi.
Tips was okay. Yeah, it's hard. I get it's hard, but at some point, it's actually really, really fun to learn all of this. And I mean, it's kind of general. Personally, I really had a hard time. Like Para, I told Matt and Chini that Para wasn't a really good subject because I'm not good at memorizing. But I guess just keep going through the flow. Just try your best to keep on remembering it. Apply what Matt said, just to incorporate it in everything you do, so that you get familiarized with it. Yeah, that's my tip at least.
So for me, yung masashare kong kwento is yung na-extend yung time ko sa egg and cyst hunting kasi sira yung yung microscope na ginamit ko. Like,
Scam.
like group 1 ata ako noon, tapos nauna kami, di ba? So yun, 5 minutes ba yun? Kasi 5 minutes siguro. Di gumagana yung high power objective niya. So nasa low power ako, ang hirap maghanap. Pero nakakakita ako ng Ascaris lumbricoides kasi di ba, medyo malaki siya compared sa iba.
You can see it.
Tapos ang ingay ko nun, naingay yung mga katabi ko nun habang naghahanap. Tapos sabi ko, ba yan, sira itong microscope na to, hindi ko makita.
Did you report it?
Ha?
Did you report? Like,
Yeah.
did you say like,
Ma'am, sira po yung microscope nito. Tapos nag-check nila. O nga, ano sira. So, in-extend nila yung time ko. Yung group
How much?
3 na, group 2, pumasok na. Ako nandun pa rin for like 2.5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Tapos, yan, nakahanap pa ako. Nagawa ko rin yung high power objective niya. And yun. Nakakatuwa rin kasi talaga mag-microscope. Lalo na pag marunong ka and nakikita mo agad yung mga cyst and eggs, gano'n. Nakakatuwa makita. Though ang hirap nga i-identify minsan yung iba, nakakatuwa lang tignan actually. Yan.
True, I agree.
Do you have any tips?
Tips? Basahin mo lang lagi yung reviewers and actually say the names of the parasites and yung mode of transmission nila, ganun. Kasi pag sinasabi mo, mas na-memorize mo. Imbis na nasa isip mo lang na Ascaris lumbricoides, Ascaris lumbricoides. Kailangan sabihin mo, Ascaris lumbricoides, mode of transmission, ingestion, ganun.
Also write them down. Yeah. Spelling like hurts a lot of our blockmates, I remember. We got wrong with just switching one letter or forgetting a letter. So you got it correct and then you spelled it wrong. That's me.
For me, I think if there's something I wanna share, it was like just parang the feeling na, because this was face-to-face pa, diba? Because second sem, yeah. Like, iba kasi pagka when you have an activity tapos we need stool, it's like everyone's gonna have an empty stool container going to school. And then, parang because it's hard to get like parasite samples, diba? So, what we would do was like look for a kid outside, like street children, ganon. And then, if I remember correctly, it's like we ask them to give us a sample in exchange for like, we'll give them food, parang like we'll tell them na balikan namin at this time. And then, I find it so crazy na in the samples they give us, meron ngang parasites. And it also makes me sad because like, we
There are
can't,
a lot, right?
yeah, we can't do anything about it. So, parang, it's just sad. And, ano pa ba? I think I just really felt comforted and super thankful that we had it face to face. We had para face to face because I don't know if I would have survived having para like online because it's so hard. Like super. And then for
I
tips,
wouldn't say it's much fun also.
yeah, it's fun. It's like
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
it's fun. Like I won't deny it's fun, but it's
Really fun,
hard. Yeah. Parang you really need to, aside from like saying it out loud kahit you're at home, parang you need to talk about it rin kasi with someone so that you learn it talaga. And then tips naman, flashcards. My God, for practicals, flashcards are life. Kasi it's like just so many na you need to like memorize it one by one, ganon. And so that also in case you don't wanna look at your laptop too long, if your eyes will get strained, ganon. So yeah, I think that really helped me. And reviewers, never go wrong with reviewers ever. That's why super thankful for the reviewers that were like made, especially by like previous batches or something. Super helpful.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Savior si mga reviewers.
Super. Okay, so I think that's all. That's it for this part of the video. Thank you so much, guys, again for coming
Thank
and
you,
asking
Jeannie.
questions.
Thanks, Jeannie.
I'm so sorry I forgot to click record.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's all good.
So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the notification bell down below. If you have anything you want to see from me, then comment it down below. And yeah, never forget, there's nothing to
Nothing to
say.
it. What to do it.
What to do it?
You guys
What's
in the next
good?
video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah!